autumn evening in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Lambeau Field all set for the Bears and the Packers. Let's go down to the sideline, Tracy Wolfson. Tracy.
Thanks a lot. I'm here with Jordy Nelson. Jordy, your offense has been struggling a bit. You're thin at running back. So what's it going to take to get back on track tonight?
Just get back to execution, making the simple plays, doing what we're supposed to do what we've done in the past, and guys stepping up and making plays.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jim?
Tracy, thank you. Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light. And what are your expectations?
Well, I look at the Green Bay Packers. I think they're one of the good teams in the NFC. I think they're a playoff contender. All the doubts, that's all everybody's talked about this whole week. The Packers, what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? I think they have a chance here tonight to answer a lot of those questions.
All right, tonight's Next Gen Stats are presented by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the Next Gen Network. Perfect autumn colors. We've been able to enjoy the last couple of days, and you see light winds, clear skies, could drop to about 40 by the end of this game. You're looking at Deontay Thompson waiting for the kick from Crosby as the Packers deferred. And this will bring out Hoyer and the Bears to the 25. Brian Hoyer has had 4 consecutive 300-yard performances. That has never happened in the history of the Chicago Bears, a quarterback with 4 straight 300-yard games.
Pretty hard to believe when you think of the history of the Chicago Bears, but he's been a very good decision maker, gets rid of the football quickly. He's been getting good pass protection, but tonight it's about, 7th in the league in yards, 31st in points. It's about big plays. They got to find a way to make them.
You see the personnel group. That includes 3 tight ends for this opening snap for 1 and 5 Bears. Only win came against Detroit after 3 opening losses, and a flag brings this one to a quick end. John Perry is tonight's referee.
Encroachment, defense, number 98, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So Guyon with a quick jump there at the start, and 1st and 5. Nice way for the Bears to get a little opening drive started. Let's see what they can do with it.
Well, I think when you look at this Packers defense, talked about in the pregame a lot, Deion Sanders, the defensive backs, they're down to their 4th and 5th guys. They've lost their top key defenders. So if you're the Packers defense, what do? You sit back, you play safe, you dare the offense to run the football at you.
Okay, let's get this game going, guys. Here we go from the 30. 1st and 5. And Howard. He's a big back, and he's got 1. That's it. Rookie out of Indiana, drafted in the 5th round. But back to Hoyer, his first 43 career games. Now, he had started for a number of teams, actually was on 6 different rosters during his career, coming out of Michigan State, from New England, Pittsburgh. He actually was briefly on the roster, Arizona, Cleveland, Houston. The Bears being his 6th. There's his first throw, and he was headed in the direction of Jeffrey. But in his first 43 career games, he had 5 300-yard performances. Now, as a starter in Chicago, 4 for 4.
Well, one thing we saw right there, that he does get good pass protection in these 4 starts. And this year, only been sacked 4 times. So that extra time, he's been finding the receivers, and a good job. But again, John Fox, Brian Hoyer, everybody we talked to Chicago, they're looking for one thing: ways to get into the end zone.
Yep, they're 7th in the league total offense, but 31st in scoring. And it's a 3rd and 5. Peppers has come in for Green Bay to put on the pressure, and the pass incomplete. Again, heading back in the direction of Alshon Jeffrey. It was Nick Perry who got to the quarterback and forced him to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, Nick Perry, number 53, coming around to the right side. He's been the best pass rusher for the Green Bay Packers. We always talk about Clay Matthews, but Nick Perry healthy really for the first time the offseason. Been productive this year, 5 sacks. He's the guy to look out for.
So the Bears do nothing with a 1st and 5, and they bring out Pat O'Donnell, 3rd-year punter out of Miami. He ranks last in the NFL in net average. They gave up a big punt return early at the start of the season. Here's that net. This can be returned. This is Davis, and the ball's on the ground. Looks like the Packers may have recovered after a 44-yard punt. In fact, Krasinski was the one who knocked it out of the hands of Trevor Davis. Well, actually, Bellamy with the hit, too.
And puts his helmet right on the football. Davis. Expect to maybe see him tonight, even at wide receiver some.
So, the Packers with the recovery at the 33. Ty Montgomery is the running back. He's going to carry it on the first snap of the game. Second-year wide receiver out of Stanford. Going to see a lot of action in the backfield today. And again, they've just IR'd Eddie Lacy with the ankle injury. Starks is out because of a knee, and Rodgers with really no weaponry behind him in that backfield.
Well, tonight you're going to see behind him a lot. Ty Montgomery. I think he's well suited to be a running back. Randall Cobb could be back there. And right now we got Don Jackson just brought off the practice squad.
Yeah, just today. Rookie out of Nevada. Undrafted. Here's Rodgers. He's going to slide to his right side and just throw it away.
Here's what we talk about. Just watch as they make the play action fake. Watch the receivers. As you look down the field, this has been a big problem. Nobody is open. Everybody is so tight that Aaron Rodgers can't even try to make a tough throw. And right away, frustration, knowing once again he gets out of the pocket. Protection's great. Nobody open. Nothing you can do.
4 wide receivers, including Adams, who was questionable coming in. He's to the right side. Montgomery again flanking the quarterback. 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Moves and throws and completes the pass to Randall Cobb for the first down. Gain of 11.
Well, he had to move in the pocket to give his receivers a little extra time. It's going to be an in cut. And this kind of tells me something right away what the Chicago Bears think of this Green Bay wide receiving core. Nice catch by Randall Cobb going down there and get it. They play a lot of soft zones in Chicago. And here they've come out early and playing up on the line of scrimmage, man-to-man, daring Aaron Rodgers to get him open and throw it to him.
It's down throw. It is caught by Adams, and he's got a quick 9 over to the Bears side of the field.
Well, one thing he can do, Aaron Rodgers, is he can get rid of the football quick. That time Bosby is number 20 against Devontae Adams. When he gets rid of it quick, his completion percentage is way over 70. What's amazing, the longer he takes to throw it, the more it goes down, even though the protection is good.
2nd and 1. And up top, and ducking under the first tackle, it's Cobb. And tackled down near the 35. He went right under Crayvon LeBlanc, picks up 10.
Well, that's what they want to do, too. They want to pick on number 22, Crayvon LeBlanc. He plays the slot receiver. This is what they want, rhythm. Keep the pace going. Get your quarterback in. Get his confidence going. And the way you get these receivers to learn to beat man-to-man and give Roger more chances is to throw this football. You know, give the receivers confidence, too.
First down. Handoff to Cobb. And he got back to the line of scrimmage. Aaron Rodgers this season, these are not numbers we're accustomed to. Career low 60%, career low yards per attempt, career low pass rating. He has not had a 300-yard game since last November.
That completion percentage would have been a career high for me. It's a low for him, but you know, listen, has he missed throws? Yes. Has he been impatient and waiting on plays to develop? Yes. But the talent is still there without question.
2nd and 10, play action fake to Jackson, the rookie, and he's able to shake away and throw it away. Boy, he had Leonard Floyd, the first-round pick for the Bears, who missed the last 2 games. He almost got that sack.
Leonard Floyd back, number 94 on the outside. What a good recovery by him. He can really run. They want these, what they call power play actions. That's what we saw. In other words, really sell out the run, try to give Aaron Rodgers extra time, but it didn't matter. There was nobody open to throw it to anyway. Good job of just getting rid of the football.
able to save that sack. And Floyd, we're excited to have him back tonight, as well as Pernell McPhee, who came off the PUP just a couple hours before the game. Here they come again early over to Adams. Rodgers did a good job getting it away. And Adams brought down inside the 29.
Really interesting, though. They are attacking this Green Bay offense. It's a blitz that time. Two guys inside. They play off. Here comes a blitzer. There's a blitzer. So Aaron Rodgers gets rid of it quick. But they do the right thing. On the outside, make them catch it short, make the tackle.
That was a gain of 7. And on 4th down, McCarthy is going to go for it.
It's good call. Try to give his team confidence, get the crowd going, get them back in rhythm. Little breeze on the field, and it's cold too.
Sends Montgomery over to the right side. 4th and 3. Rodgers across the middle. Got the first down at the 20. Caught by Jordy Nelson.
Really good job. Aaron Rodgers has to hang in the pocket. Jordy Nelson plays the 3rd receiver inside. Aaron Rodgers under pressure. They send everybody. They couldn't pick it up. But the one thing he can do very well is sit back, throw off his back foot, and make throws like he just made there to Jordy Nelson.
He threw it, closed the eyes, and got the completion. Acho was the one who hit him. Here's a good play action fake. And now Young's coming after him. Pass on the sideline, incomplete. Back to Nelson again, out of bounds. Next Thursday on CBS, The Big Bang Theory moves to its new night, leading the way for a whole parade of premieres, starting with the new comedy, The Great Indoors, followed by the season premieres of Mom and Life in Pieces. Next Thursday, CBS.
Well, 3 play action passes by the Green Bay Packers 3 times and 3 incompletions, and all 3 had something in common. He moved and nobody got open.
Saw John Fox in his 2nd year with Chicago, having taken an NFC team, the Panthers, and an AFC team, the Broncos, to the Super Bowl. Here's Montgomery with a catch, and he's out of bounds at the 15. He had 10 catches, did Montgomery, in the loss to Dallas 4 days ago.
Well, when you watch Rodgers, you know, I watched this offense, and, you know, we had a chance to talk to him yesterday. I think the one thing that came out of it, I read between the lines, he likes this hurry-up offense like we see now and getting rid of the football quick.
They got out of the huddle, ran to the line, to the end zone, and it's knocked out of the hands at the last minute by LeBlanc. It looked like Cobb had a touchdown.
He threw it behind Cobb on purpose, and LeBlanc at the last second gets his hand in there and knocks it out because the coverage was good. He saw it, so he throws it behind, and great play by Crevon LeBlanc.
Cobb just did not have a clean first attempt at it. Had he been able to just immediately grab hold, that may not have been knocked out of his hands. So they're going to bring out Crosby, who has not missed a field goal nor a PAT on the season. This from 32, Mason Crosby. And with that field goal, the Packers put up 3 on their opening drive that lasted 13 plays and over 5 minutes long. Nearly a touchdown. NFL Thursday Night Football is presented by Bud Light Beer, with your team on it. I had mentioned earlier about the all-time scoring differential between these two teams. It's now tied, going back to the very beginning. 1921 and 190 meetings before this one. Oh, look at the hit on Thompson. He is walloped right there. That is Bryce with the hit. Here we go, all time, through all the names. Through the Houses and Curly Lambos and Vince Lombardis and Mike Ditka's. You name it, all the great players. 3,247 points apiece. Lambeau and Hallis both capturing 6 NFL titles, 12 combined. Here's the first down carried by Howard. Ridden down by Mike Daniels. No gain.
And Nick Perry once again on the outside. We talked about his pass rush, number 53, but boy, he plays. The one thing about the Green Bay Packers, there's no shortage of linebackers and guys that can play versatile roles. Number 53 on the outside just gets right around the block by Massey, makes the tackle. They got about 6 guys that can play outside linebacker, defensive tackle. It makes them tough to defend because of all the roles they play.
Here's Hoyer, all kinds of time, and he throws it in the direction of Jeffrey again. Tight coverage by Gunter.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy in his 11th year, and 115 all-time wins.
Well, you know, we talked to him too. He was frustrated. They worked so hard during the offseason on their run game and all their play actions, and now your running backs are out. Your play action passes are not working.
With Lombardi and Holmgren, the third to guide the Packers to a Super Bowl win. Here's a 3rd and 10. Hoyer over the middle, and he's got his man at the 45. That's Bellamy with the catch. Just his 2nd catch of the season.
Bellamy against Dimitri Goodson. These inside throws, seams. Some Chicago likes to throw a lot, and that was a perfect throw by Brian Hoyer.
Hoyer's first completion goes for 25. And they mark it out at the 47. Back to Howard. He's got nothing so far in this game on 3 carries. Sunday morning only on NFL Network. Wake up for football. Odell Beckham Jr. and the Giants take on Todd Gurley and the Rams live from London. Giants-Rams special time Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and you can only see it on NFL Network. Bellamy back in. Go to the other side. That was tipped for a moment. That was Julius Peppers who broke up the play and deflected it right away. Pass was headed in the direction of Jeffrey again.
Julius Peppers in a new role with this football team. They bring him in when they think the other team is going to throw. Specialized pass rusher. You know, gets about 30, 40 plays a game at most. Plays outside, 3rd downs a lot of times. He comes inside and plays defensive tackle. Pretty tough like this time. Match up against some guards.
Peppers, who played for the Bears back from 2010 through 2013. 3rd and 10. And Hoyer straight back. Deep ball. Open man. And he overthrew him. It was Bellamy who had separation. John Fox, this was one of the things you heard about a lot. They wanted to take some shots, and they had it open here.
Here it goes right down the middle. And you said it, Bryce. The safety's on him, and it's a touchdown if he throws it across the field a little bit, but he throws it straight up. The receiver couldn't make the adjustment. So you get those opportunities for big plays. Chicago has been missing them the last couple weeks. It's cost them a chance to win those games.
Donald, first punt traveled 44 yards. Just 43 yards, just what they wanted. Fair caught at the 10 by Davis. Packers drove it for a field goal on their first possession. Their 2nd series coming up from Lambeau. NFL Thursday Night Football is sponsored by T-Mobile. Switch to the network built for unlimited data. State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. And by your local Lexus dealer. And the pursuit of perfection. Just down the road. Hennings, family owned. Been making award-winning cheese for over 100 years. Right, Rodgers threw it 10 times on the opening drive. 6 completions, 51 yards. The throw, and it is knocked down. Acho was the one who, he's been in a couple of plays. He could have almost caught this one.
Yeah, good read by him. They go for the cut. Bakhtiari goes low too quick, and Sam Macho sees the quick throw, and big opportunity missed. Well, that's something, too. They talk about John Fox. Oh, man, can we just find a way to create some turnovers? Got a couple last week.
Here's a 2nd and 10, standing on the goal line, and completes it out to Montgomery, and he has the first down. Gives him some breathing room out to the 21, a gain of 11.
Yep, out of the backfield, Ty Montgomery. I love this offense just when they do this type of playing. In other words, spread it out. Aaron Rodgers can see the field, and if you blitz him, he's going to know it right away, but he can get rid of the football fast. And Ty Montgomery played a little running back at Stanford, played some running back at high school, and so he can do it here in the pros too.
Move him out of the backfield, go 5 wide on first down. 7 completions for Rodgers, all to wideouts. Of course, Montgomery being played at both wideout and running back. So
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, you know, you talk about Aaron Rodgers. They're talking about this passing game. Can they get open against tight coverage and really consistently? My answer would be no. I have not seen that this year. And you can see his frustration in the first drive when guys didn't get open. Passes dropped. He's made some bad throws, but that makes a quarterback hesitant too. So I've seen that when guys are open, but he doesn't think they're going to be open, so he gets off of them too quick.
15, and again, fires it across the middle. Jeff Janis with his first reception for 7.
You know, how about this though, Jim? You know, you can't hide your emotions all the time, and you know, you can feel the frustration. Everybody talks about it. Nobody open. He's upset. Then he throws Randall Cobb open in the end zone. Doesn't quite catch it cleanly. You know, it's not afraid to show players, which we understand. We talked to a few of them. Not afraid to voice his opinion or tell him how he feels about what's going on.
2nd and 8 blitz. Pass complete to Adams as Rodgers was knocked down after he released it. It was LeBlanc who came blitzing from the secondary. Somehow Rodgers got it away on target.
Well,
beautiful throw for 13.
It's what he can do coming from the outside. Oh, wrong side, other side. Crayvon LeBlanc, he's the guy that blitzes off the slot sometimes. But he can get rid of it quick. Beautiful throw under pressure into tight coverage. And that plays like that, that'll give you confidence in your receivers where you can go ahead when you know, if it's tight coverage, you can throw it out there because you know they'll make the catch or fight for the football.
Here's the first handle for the rookie, Don Jackson. Picks up 1. Trevathan, the former Bronco linebacker, with the tackle. Saturday, the best game from the best conference. It's going to be Texas A&M and Alabama. 6th-ranked Aggies, the #1 Crimson Tide. Coming your way, beginning with the college football today. Hope you had a chance to see the feature before the game that we had on Bart Starr and his bride. Just a beautiful piece. Bart Starr, the former Packer, the Packer legend forever, former Alabama quarterback as well. 2nd and 9. That time now, his first deep throw of the game, and there's contact, and it draws the flag.
This is their favorite play action they just ran. This is the one he talked about. He says, when I hit Jordy Nelson on that long throw down the field.
Pass interference, defense, number 38. Result of the foul. First down, spot of the foul.
It's a 44-yard penalty here, Phil.
2 tight ends in the game. You're thinking run. I thought it was going to be a run. So look at the space, and it gives plenty of time for Jordy Nelson. And really, if he threw it across the field more, Jordy Nelson would have outran the defensive back for the completion.
Adrian Amos is the one flag for that.
And he knew it too. If he threw it across the field more, Jordy Nelson would have ran there and caught it.
Takes the handoff over to Cobb and keeps his balance for a couple. LeBlanc tripped him up.
You're going to see that play at long play action. Well, you look at ball control so far. Green Bay had it twice. moving it down the field. And of course, all teams. Did we ever meet a team that's happy about their red zone offense? That's the first thing. Oh, red zone offense. Everybody's always unhappy about it, but it's tough to get it in there. You need special players to make a play to get it in there, or you got to be deceptive as a coach and help them get in the end zone.
So from the red zone, from the 18, 2nd and 8, and they again dumping it off to Montgomery. Shakes through a tackle, fights for the first down yardage. Great piece of running.
Well, I think a lot of people up here believe Ty Montgomery, a little play action fake. Then they slip the screen out there, just good timing, but runs the football like a running back, looks like a running back. Did a good job getting the first down. Just looking at him in practice yesterday, as you look at him, you say, wow, he's big. He's big enough, and of course fast enough to get it done.
It's his 3rd catch, really high on Montgomery.
I think Aaron Rodgers likes the fact that he's back in the backfield. He goes, I think that's his best position. He told us that. So when you send a guy like him out for passes covered by linebackers, that's a tough matchup.
So he picked up the first down. It's 1st and goal. Right at the 10. Handoff to him now. Montgomery to the 5. Brings the pile with him to the 3. Again, drafted as a wide receiver out of Stanford. I was riding out to Lambeau this afternoon with one of the all-time backs, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he was talking about how impressed he was with Montgomery and how he really did remind him, though, of a guy who looked like more like a running back than a wideout.
Well, as I said it, that he did play some money. He played running back in high school, played some at Stanford. Saw him in this role a little bit last year. And if LaDainian says it, it's good enough for me.
No question. 2nd and goal, play action. Rodgers all the way back to the 20 and just has to fling it away as Willie Young was giving chase. It'll be 3rd and goal. What was he trying to do here, Phil?
Yeah, well, it's a play they always run in this offense. He's going to come underneath, fake it one way, everybody roll the other, and Chicago's ready for it. Nobody open. Good throwaway. That play was started by Bill Walsh many years ago, and every team in the league runs it every single week in one form or fashion.
Rodgers with already 17 pass attempts, and we're in the first quarter. 3rd and goal. Janis, and he is knocked back. That was quite a hit by Porter, as Jones-Forte was also there, and they kept him out.
And what a tackle on the outside. Looked like he's going to turn up. Janis to get the touchdown.
Oh, they're going to go for it, it looks like. They've already gone for it once on 4th down and converted. We thought they might come out a little aggressive tonight, and that's certainly what Mike McCarthy's doing.
Well, he said it. We're going to be aggressive. Aaron Rodgers said it, and they're showing it with these decisions.
Montgomery, the running back, 4th and goal. Right at the 1, and they're just going to try to draw him off. Get a half-yard closer. Okay. Timeout called by Rodgers.
We said it, trying to get it a half-yard closer to make that call easier.
30 seconds. Timeout.
And, they were willing to waste that one timeout. Not waste it, but use it to try to draw them off sides again, just to make it easier. So if you wanted to run the football, you could, Jim.
Again, they're showing no signs of bringing Cosby back out for a 2nd attempt of this quarter.
This is I understand this is what the mindset they had coming into the game.
This is where, if you had Eddie Lacy healthy, and also give you a whole lot more options, but he was put on IR with an ankle injury during the last day.
They tried the free play once. Now they're going to go for it.
Fourth and goal gamble. Montgomery has it. Montgomery. Looks like the Bears stopped him.
That's a good thing I'm not a betting man, because I would have bet that was going to be a play action pass. especially with Ty Montgomery back there. So they went against probably what the Bears were thinking too, but the Bears were ready. Look at the Will Sutton in there getting penetration. Terrell Freeman on the tackle. Great stop by the Bears defense.
Yeah, no question about it. It's a foot outside.
They're trying to fool them, make them think it's going to be a pass, but it's not. The blocking's not there. Montgomery's not a power runner in that sense to get through there now. So when you see two receivers in the backfield, you're thinking they got to throw it.
Oh, they almost got there in time to carry for the safety. He was able to get back.
So you understand, though, Jim? So they're trying. I thought passes when I saw the backfield. Chicago was not full. They were ready for the run.
Well, it was a 90-yard drive with no points in the end. And we're at the end of the quarter. 3-0 Packers after one. You're watching Thursday Night Football. Starting the second quarter, Green Bay had it for 23 plays, including 9 inside the 30, but never found the end zone. 2nd and 10, though. Bears backed up at the 1 after a goal line stand by their defense, and getting some room here as Jeffrey catches the bullet pass from Hoyer for the first down.
Well, listen, you know, going to be a lot of second guessing on that last decision, what the Packers did. But Mike McCarthy, you've said it. That's what we talked about. They're going to be aggressive in what they're trying to do in decision making. And if you're going to be aggressive, do it early, where you have a chance to overcome it if it doesn't go your way.
Bears in that first quarter did not pick up a yard on the ground. Here they do, as it's a good piece of running here by Kadeem Carey for 9. How can a tech billionaire change the world of medicine? Pure genius. Don't miss the new drama premiering 1 week from tonight. Only CBS, America's #1 network. It's got a 2nd and 1. There's a completion over to Thompson. Gets back to the middle and takes on the tacklers. All of that for a gain of about 3. Thompson comes out of the pile without the football. Goodson has it, but they ruled him down. That was Thompson's first catch of the season. There's Jay Cutler, still out with a sprained thumb on the throwing hand.
Right, been out. 5th straight game he's missed. You know, they talked about he's really been good with Brian Hoyer, helping him out as much as he can, give suggestions during the game. And, you know, I don't know with that thumb. You talk about the thumb with the quarterback, it could be a while before he's ready to come back.
And first down throw with a flag. It's Zach Miller, their leading receiver on the season. Let's see if this will hold up as his 32nd catch of the year. Julius Pepper seems to know. Sean Perry looking to the sideline for a little help here.
Offside. Offense. Number 17. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Jeffrey lined up offside.
Here he is. See where the, not exact that blue line, but pretty close. He's also upset after the play, Jeffrey, because he thought he was open deep.
Yeah, Jeffrey ran a fly pattern on that play. Keep that in mind for later out of that formation. 1st and 15. Fields the low snap to Hoyer and launches it incomplete. And that draws a flag. Cameron Meredith, who has been a hot receiver the last 2 weeks. Contact from Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde plays a slot receiver a lot of times, and or most
Pass
of the time.
interference. Defense. Number 33. Automatic first down. Spot of the foul.
Well, they're putting the safeties outside to protect their corners. Right in the slot, coming up the field, little move, and there's the grab. Pulls the left arm back. That's a good call.
The secondary for the Packers, Phil, without Sam Shields, he went down on IR this week too. Without Demarius Randall, Quentin Rollins, they're inactive. There's a 16-yard penalty. The Bears now operating from the 36. Here's the toss. And Gary is walloped down by a couple of Packers, including Martinez and Ryan.
Well, one thing we talked, as I said in this game, the Packers have a lot of guys that can play multiple roles. They have tremendous speed on the defensive side, so outside runs, especially tosses, hard to expect success.
Tom Capers' defense like to get back to the way it was stopping the run the first 4 weeks of the season before they ran into Ezekiel Elliott on Sunday. Here's a throw over to Carey, and he's able to stretch it out for the first. Fought it with Martinez and was able to ride it all the way out to the 46 to move the chains.
A lot of screens by the Bears here in this game. Trying to make those big guys inside run sideways. And Kadeem Carey was impressive last week, off to a good start here tonight.
They take him out here. They bring in Howard, who had 3 rushes in the first quarter for no yards. Here's his fourth handle. Nowhere to go again. The rookie who had 100-yard performances in his first 2 starts before being kept last week under control. 15 carries, 34 against Jacksonville. Be the first to know your team's latest news with the CBS Sports app. All the instant updates, expert analysis, highlights, and more. Download the CBS Sports app today. So Hoyer, 4 out of 9 for 49. Aaron Rodgers, 18 throws in the first quarter for 94. Had a touchdown that looked pretty certain, but Cobb was not able to get the sure-handed hold on it. He got knocked away. 2nd and 11. Hoyer's pass knocked down. Beautifully done there by Gunter. Ladarius Gunter denying Thompson the catch.
About 3 throws have been thrown at Gunter, and he has been all over it every single time. I mean, all over, just how you want to do it. Don't touch the receiver. Use your front hand, knock it down. Pretty exciting.
Back them up now to a 3rd and 11. And jumping across quickly. Dayton Jones.
This is one of those looks.
Offside defense number 95 and impeded to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Some of the outside cornerbacks looked a little confused before that play was to be run.
Well, I was going to say what I like about what they were just doing there. They have 4 linebackers in there in passing situations. Julius Peppers plays outside, inside. Dayton Jones can do it. Then you got Perry and Clay Matthews. That's a lot of speed going after a quarterback in an obvious passing situation.
So Carey is back in. Had a couple of good bursts on this drive. 3rd and 6. Hit when he throws it. The pressure got to him. Forced that incompletion. It was both Peppers and Matthews colliding on Hoyer, and he's hurt.
Here's Julius Peppers going against Kyle Long.
Oh boy, and his arm got caught up in an awkward position. His backup quarterback is Matt Barkley, the former USC Trojan. NFL Thursday Night Football is sponsored by Wendy's. Taco salad, it's back. And by Walmart, save money, live better. Now Brian Hoyer walloped on that last play.
He was.
And helped to the sideline, holding in great pain his left forearm. the punt by O'Donnell to Davis. He's going to make the fair catch at the 8. What did you see on the hit, Phil?
Peppers hits him high. Clay Matthews low, and he landed. Watch his left shoulder hit the ground hard.
Well, this does not look good. Hoyer taken to the locker room. Matt Barkley will be coming in next. They do not dress the third quarterback. Packers take over at the 8. Here's the toss to Cobb. And give him about 3. Matthews hitting him low. And teammate tries to help him up. And you can see Kyle Long tries to bring him up, and Hoyer
he grabs that forearm
in agony. Went straight to the X-ray room we're hearing from Tracy for Hoyer. Here's a 2nd and 7 run, and that's Jackson getting within a yard of the first and showing some speed there. The undrafted rookie out of Nevada went from the Wolf Pack to the Packers. They signed him in May. They cut him right before camp, and then they signed him right at week 1 and put him on the practice squad.
Yeah. McCarthy liked him, says he's quick, knows how to run. In other words, that was a good example. Stayed with the running play and took his time and had that little cutback and picked up a few yards.
3rd and 1. Good throw. Cobb's got open space for the first down. He's tossed down with aggression, and Cobb bouncing around. He's got the first down. Probably didn't like the way he was thrown down by Harold Jones-Forte. But no flag.
Probably a double play. Could have been a run, and they decide nobody's up on Randall Cobb, so he had the option to throw it quick out to him, and that was a good decision by Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers play action. Looking for help, and Jackson gets popped by Freeman on the incompletion. We'll check the penalty marker.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 22. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Called on the rookie Cravon LeBlanc, who we've mentioned a number of times already in this game. Rookie out of Florida Atlantic University, who was waived earlier this season by the Patriots.
Plays a slot receiver. Comes up the field, reaches out with both hands.
Just a couple.
Well, Aaron Rodgers loves to get rid of the football quick. When he does, he completes over 74% of his passes, which is strange because the longer he holds on to it, his percentages go way down. You'd think that it would be the exact opposite, but it's not. Shows you, even with time, these wide receivers have trouble getting open against man-to-man coverage.
Again, those next-gen stats presented by Verizon.
Jim, we just talked about that. It's exactly what we've seen here tonight. The longer he holds the football, we do not see guys get open.
There's the throw. Again, shortly. Adams. We'll have a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Catch it, get rid of it quick. You give them room on the outside. We've seen it over the years. This is what they've been great at. This offense has changed over the years. When they won the Super Bowl, it was down the field. Big throws. Then a couple years later, they decided to change the offense, protect their quarterback more, get rid of it faster. That's kind of what we see now.
It was a whole lot faster on the outside for them back in that day, on those at that time for the Packers then.
Well, there's no question. That's the thing. I think it's the big question about this offense. Jordy Nelson not quite back to the guy he was before he got that injury, knee injury. Can he beat tight coverage?
3rd and 3. And an incompletion. And no flag.
Really good job by Freeman that time. Jarrell Freeman is playing the quick game that time, and he stands to the inside and just creates a wall. Watch number 50.
Here he is.
Yeah, just stays right in front of him. Football's gone.
And the fact that he went in on Janis drew some boos here when they played that replay in the building. Freeman from Mary Hardin Baylor University, and of course with the mini bye this week, he's heading down to his alma mater where his college jersey is going to be retired this weekend. Haircut made it to 24 by LeBlanc after a 42-yard punt. Back at the line of scrimmage, there is a penalty marker on the field. Remember, it was 4th and 3. Let's turn into Fox, see what he wants to do with it. It's going to be against the Packers.
Illegal formation. Kicking team. Chicago's elected 5-yard penalty and re-kick. 4th down.
That's one of those that I'm not sure which is the best decision to do. He's going to make him re-kick it.
Going to re-kick it, hoping for a big play from a return. I like this. This decision, make them re-kick it and see if you can make something happen. Especially now that you're down to, you know, your backup quarterback, really your 3rd quarterback.
If Bryce Callahan is the returner, fair catch by Callahan at the 25. Penalty cost Green Bay 1 yard in the end. And Matt Barkley is going to come out and make his Chicago debut when we return. NFL Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light. Beer with your team on it. Now the Bears team. Big quarterback by Matt Barkley. His 4th year out of Southern Cal. Carey is his running back. Stretches it out to get the handoff to Carey. Then he's galloping across the 40 before he's brought down by Burnett. Nice block there by Massey. And a 24-yard rush.
Yeah, Massey, the right tackle. Number 70 gets up the field, gets the block. Push Jake Ryan to the outside, and Kadeem Carey, you know, he looks really fast. And John Fox says he's not that fast. He's just quick, and he's efficient, and made some runs just like this last week against Jacksonville.
From the 49. Run it again with Carey. To the 50. For 1. Tracy, let's get the latest from you.
Well, a change on the offensive line for the Bears. Kyle Long not in there. He's on the sideline. No helmet. No official word from the Bears right now. Ted Larson in there. And just keep in mind, Matt Barkley has never taken a snap from Cody Whitehair. And they were practicing down here on the sidelines for that whole time before he went in, Jim.
Okay, and there you see Long on the sideline.
Yep. That's his left arm, been fighting some injuries this year.
Here's Barkley. Packers coming in on him. And he throws it complete to Jeffrey for the first down at the 38. Barkley, some story. You know, he was a very decorated college player. And some thought one time could be a high draft pick. Ended up going in the 4th round to Philly. Here's the throw.
That's an excellent throw. Pressure, just stayed back and threw it over the top of one defender in front of another.
And the Bears across midfield for the first time.
But you're right, Jim. Highly decorated in college. I mean, for a while, they thought he would be the first pick of the draft, and he started falling. And
went through a bunch of different coaches, though, during his time there. Graduated from their acclaimed Annenberg School of Communications. Here's the give to Howard to the 30. And Barkley got caught with a whole bunch of different coaches. As you see Hoyer on a cart now backstage. And they went from, you know, Lane Kiffin at his time to interim coach, Coach O. He was always very loyal to all of his coaches. Sarkisian came in. Ended up getting drafted by Chip Kelly, the Eagles let go and went to the Cardinals. They waved him, and now here he is as a Bear getting a chance tonight as Howard is able to pick up the first down. And a gain of 3. Tackled by Clark. Next week, Thursday Night Football is exclusively on NFL Network. Blake Bortles and the Jaguars take on Marcus Mariota and the Titans next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, again, you can only see it on NFL Network.
Kenny Clark, number 97 on Green Bay, first-round draft pick, defensive line. That's made 3 or 4 plays here already tonight.
First down up the middle, and the Packers are there to block it with Clark again in on the play, loss of 1. Tracy, let's check in again with you.
Well, we did see Brian Hoyer go directly to the x-ray room, not to the locker room, and I was just told he is officially out for this game. No results have been passed along, but if I get anything, of course, I will bring it to you.
Okay, Tracy, thank you. Hoyer injured on what was his 200th attempt of the season without an interception. Here's a 2nd and 11. And Barkley under pressure throws it out of bounds in the direction of Jeffrey.
They're so limited in what they can do. I'm sure Matt Barkley gets no reps with the first team offense during the week because, you know, Brian Hoyer's just kind of got into the rhythm with the football team. So they're doing the right thing. Play action passes, get him outside.
You scout quarterbacks at the college level, even the high school level. You watch Matt Barkley's career as Cutler looks on. What were his strengths when he was at USC?
Well, look, decent size, great experience, you know, athletic ability by NFL. When you talk about a Jim, in the middle, and arm strength, the same thing. So that's why he's moved around to 3 different teams.
3rd and 11. Completes it. That's Bellamy short of the first.
But great experience playing at USC, as you said. Played 4 years, all 4 years. Good job of standing in the pocket. Bellamy. Micah Hyde getting beat again.
So a field goal try is coming up here with 2:20 and counting in the first half. Chance to tie the game. Connor Barth. He had all 3 of his kicks last week.
Well, they had 2 backup guards in there. Their backup quarterback, and they drove it down the field for at least this field goal try. Good job.
Going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning, and we'll have a 39-yard attempt on the other side. You're watching Thursday Night Football. Coming up at halftime, the Lexus halftime report. JB, Coach Cowher, Dion, they're going to break down all the first half action on the Lexus halftime report.
Yeah, break down, give us some analysis, and then, of course, some opinions on the decision-making by the Packers here in the first half. And there's going to be quite a few people who disagree with how Mike McCarthy went for it on 4th down on the 1-yard line.
Here's a 39-yard field goal attempt from Connor Barth. And that kick is good to tie this at 3.
Uneasy sitting in the stands and everywhere watching this game.
Yeah, that goal line stand by Chicago just changed the entire tenor of this first half.
Well, you think about it. If they score there, touchdown pass maybe dropped. I mean, a lot of ifs, that's for sure.
Kyle Davis just signed the start of the week, takes a knee, and bringing out to the 25. Tracy, again, back to you.
Jim, a little example of how big this rivalry is. The Bears trolling Olivia Munn and Aaron Rodgers at the Oscar. Everyone wants to wear the Bears blue and orange. Hashtag Oscars, Jim.
Okay. Yeah, that one from the Bears. Got to think about all these things now when you go out in public, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Whose team colors am I going to wear? Let's see what Rodgers can do with 2 timeouts. 1:56 to go in the half. Packers offense, which was motoring in the first quarter, stalling here in the second. Adams twisted down.
Well, the Bears have done a great job They had that one long pass interference, but they're not letting these receive a lot of quick routes. So sooner or later, you got to test them up top and go deep.
2nd and 5 now. Looking for options. Rodgers in traffic. Hit when he threw it by Higgs. 3rd down has gotten here quickly. Now the Bears got to be thinking, we've got all of our timeouts, they're saying.
Yeah, let's
make
just,
one stop here.
Yeah, let's just watch it, Jim. Let's see if anybody's open. As you watch it, and really nothing you would like. Aaron Rodgers tried to buy the time. Really tremendous protection again by the offensive line. Nowhere to go.
And I didn't see anybody had any separation down the field. Third and 5. There's some pump fake. Now on the run. Down the field. And a flag comes out. 2 Packers in the area. Richard Rodgers along with Davante Adams.
I don't even know if he was throwing it. I thought he was throwing it to the short receiver. Overthrew Richard Rodgers.
Pass interference defense, number 20. Automatic first down, spot of the foul.
Devontae Bosby is the one flag for that one. What a big call that is on 3rd down.
Just watch it down the field. And nobody open again. He escapes the pocket. Oh, he's throwing it to Davante Adams, and it goes over his head, and they get the pass interference against Rodgers. A theme that we talked a lot about. I don't think we're overstating the case, are we, Jim? And when we say they're just having a tough time shaking some of these secondary people in Chicago.
Well, 18 yards on the penalty, Phil. Here's a first down. No, it's a sack instead by Floyd. Leonard Floyd showing why the Bears think he's such a promising prospect for them, their first rounder out of Georgia.
What a move by Floyd. Down to the ground, got back up, and got the sack. Watch Leonard Floyd. He goes inside, beats Bakhtiari inside, falls to the ground, gets back up. That took a long time. And why did he have so long to get to the quarterback? Because...
Oops. And another time.
Well, he gets hit. But what took so long is what I've said.
2nd and 19 coming out of a Packers timeout. And again, out of the pocket and flinging it downfield. Fighting for the first is Adams. He's close. That's going to be the longest completion of the game for Rodgers. He had 16 completions before that, none longer than 12 yards. Give him 19 on that one and the first.
Well, that time he got outside the pocket, and Adams, good job freeing himself up.
Left side. It's out of bounds. And into field goal range. Coming up, the Lexus halftime report. And JB, Coach Cowher, and Dion going to break down all the first half action on the Lexus halftime report.
Well, they wanted to throw the football a lot to the slot receiver, Randall Cobb, that time against LeBlanc, and then it worked.
That went for 7. 40 seconds to go. One timeout. Picks up the first with Cobb stepping out at the 21. Richard Rodgers helped seal the side for him.
Well, what it is, it's just a screen. Here comes Cobb, and just watch the blocks by the 2 inside are the receivers. It's a play, too, that you see most teams run. Green Bay runs it every week, and then when you do it that often, one of their core plays, it works.
First down with 35 seconds. Rodgers in the area of Adams, who's had a good first half. Adams with 6 catches for 56.
Yeah, that's one of those throws here. Aaron Rodgers, if he just is a little more patient and sets his feet, the receiver's open, and he can make the throw. Just watch. He throws. He gets back there, just a little impatient, throws it. He's off balance, and he does that so well, it becomes a crutch. But he just sat there, planted his feet. It should have been an easy throw for him.
Hold on, a timeout called by the defense. 32 seconds to go before the intermission. Packers driving. NFL Night Football is sponsored by Hacksaw Ridge from director Mel Gibson in theaters November 4th, and by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the next-gen network.
Well, that big pass interference call kept this drive going, and Aaron Rodgers bailed him out after being sacked. Got out of the pocket and hit Devontae Adams.
Now 2nd and 10 snap. Down the field, and Adams looking around, not getting any call here.
Well, the coverage is great this time. They're trying to get this big play, little double move to the outside. Osby all over it, just in much better position to catch it than Devontae Adams.
3rd down. Got to think a pass play on the way here, which would be the 30th attempt of the first half for Rodgers. Nelson, bottom of the screen with 1 catch. 3rd and 10 to the end zone, and it is incomplete. They say Cobb with the coverage by LeBlanc.
He's really well covered. LeBlanc is in great position.
Boy, this is going to be close.
Throws it behind him.
Nope, that second foot.
out.
Nope, never got in.
Just not making the plays. 2 chances.
2 chances tonight for Cobb in the end zone. Now a 40-yard attempt by Crosby. And that kick is good. 6-3 Packers with 17 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the Bears have won at Lambeau 2 of the last 3 years. The one year they didn't win, it was a 42-0 halftime score for Green Bay back in 2014. Here's what happened.
Yeah, look at LeBlanc. He's in perfect position, outside technique. Nobody's open. Aaron Rodgers threw him open, threw it behind him. LeBlanc, the good coverage, pushes him out of bounds. And, you know, I said during the break, these are the plays that we used to see him make 3 and 4 times every game. Back shoulder throws to Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, James Jones.
Donald Driver.
Haven't seen him this year.
Michael Finley, you're talking about those days. Thompson, not run it out. Don't expect with Barkley at quarterback and untested any surprises coming up here. Barkley playing in his first game since November 10th of 2014 for the Eagles in a game against Carolina. So almost 2 full years.
It was a good catch that time by Randall Cobb. Just good coverage, preventing him from getting his feet in bounds.
Report from the Bears sideline, Kyle Long with an arm injury, questionable to return. He was last out there on the play the Hoyer got hurt. Give Vic Fangio, D coordinator for the Bears, some credit. He's had a lot of battles through the years with Rodgers, back when he was with the 49ers and now in the NFC North. And it's a 6-3 lead for the Packers.
Solid defense. Chicago Bears defense didn't give enough credit. They didn't really break down at all during that whole first half and made a terrific goal line stand.
And the Packers with 12 snaps tonight inside the Chicago 30 without finding the end zone. Back to Tracy.
Thanks a lot. And Coach, you almost had the touchdown there, but almost is really the word. How do you get something going offensively right now?
Well, we got to shift gears there. We lost John Jackson, so we're pretty much in a sub package. We're going to regroup here and maybe get back to some base offense.
2 fourth down calls in that first quarter. Can you tell us what was there? Was that about being aggressive?
Well, I mean, the fourth and goal there, we had a formation adjustment that wasn't quite right, but yeah, definitely. It's early in the game. We had a long drive, had a good play call, and I like the situation.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, referring the 90-yard drive that they had where they went for it 4th and 1, and Montgomery was stopped a foot outside the end zone. So 6-3 Packer lead at the intermission. The Lexus halftime report coming up after this message and a word from your local station. Nothing but field goals. 2 by Crosby, 1 by Barth. Packers will be receiving the third quarter kickoff. Let's take a look at the right combination from the first half presented by State Farm. This was the goal line stand by the Bears. 4th and goal from the 1. There's Freeman coming over the top, stopping Montgomery. And they keep him out of the end zone, as at that point Green Bay was trying to go up 10-0. Now we're going into the second half. There's a 1-5 team. Again, this won 2 of the last 3 years here. It's down to the 3rd string quarterback, with Cutler out, of course, for the last month. Hoyer injured in the first half, and Matt Barkley under center.
Well, his one drive was pretty good. Got him down there for a field goal, so that has to give the team some confidence, and Dow Loggins, the offensive coordinator, some confidence to call plays for him. But you got to look at the inefficient offense of the Green Bay Packers, what they've done. We chronicled, Dion and Coach talked about it. The receivers cannot get open, but John Fox is over there going, hey, guys, we can win this game on defense. So I wouldn't give up on that thought either.
The stats, we were, during the break, looking at the main thing here that you saw, and that was passing yards for the Packers. 150 yards coming on 30 attempts.
30 attempts. So, right, again, so few yards per attempts. Nobody open down the field. Just no threat for the Green Bay Packers.
Tonight's Next Gen Stats are brought to you by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, a Next Gen network. Niall Davis and Jeff Janis are standing at the goal line for the Packers, waiting for the Barth kick. Which is returnable. It's Janis. Only to the 15. That's it. Tracy, you've got a lot of information here. Go ahead. All yours.
I spoke with John Fox, and it is a broken arm for Brian Hoyer. Obviously, he's disappointed. The team is disappointed, but they know they need to move on with Matt Barkley. They have a lot of confidence in him. He knows the offense. The key is the running back will be his best friend. That's what John Fox said. Also, the emergency quarterback in this situation, Zach Miller, who is a quarterback in college. Jim?
Okay, Zach Miller, the tight end, and out of Nebraska, Omaha. Also, Cameron Meredith, the wide receiver, was a
college QB
at Illinois State through the redshirt sophomore year there. 1st and 10. Pass play. Rodgers heaves it downfield, and through the hands of Adams and Bosby on the coverage. So it's too bad about Hoyer, broken arm.
It really is. Let's just see. Here we go. Little blitz to start the second half. Vic Fangio is just, his timing with the blitz has been great tonight. We didn't give enough credit in the first half. What they did on the defensive side, and for Brian Hoyer, yes, Jim, you know, to overcome what he went through last year in the playoff game and come out to 4 straight 300-yard games, having success, tough break.
2nd and 10. Dropped contact is Jordy Nelson, who's slow to get up, and we've got Tracy Porter also down.
Jordy Nelson just limping off the field.
Porter, who injured a knee last week, was gimpy out of that game. Right, Porter on the sideline. It was Nelson going to the sideline and checking back in during the break. It's a 3rd and 10 for Green Bay. And 5 with a flag, and the ball comes out of the hands of Rodgers, and it's recovered into the end zone by Leonard Floyd.
He got the sack. He kept working just like he did previously, getting the sack, and got the football out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. What a rush by Leonard Floyd.
And Chicago has gone 35 games without a defensive touchdown. We'll see. We got the flag. Still got to sort it out.
He comes around Willie Young. Leonard Floyd. How about this? Him getting back in action tonight.
Holding. Offense, number 69. Penalties declined. Result of the play is a fumble recovered by Chicago. Touchdown.
Well, last week it was Aaron Rodgers fumbling on the other side of the field at the 1-yard line against Dallas.
Look at the twist. Inside Willie Young. Here comes Floyd to the outside. Keeps working.
And the ball, he's not down.
Yep. Willie Young had him, and then Leonard Floyd cleaned it up.
And again, the Bears had gone 35 games without scoring. A touchdown from the defensive unit.
Time, and too, Don Barclay in there for T.J. Lang, the report we got from Tracy Wolfson. So that had something to do with it. What a time to run a game by two of your better pass rushers. Got to Aaron Rodgers and gives them the lead.
Barth adds the extra point. And when we were teeing up the second half, Phil, you said Chicago, who knows? They could win this game with their defense.
What an effort.
Put a touchdown on the board the first 30 seconds of the second half. NFL Thursday Night Football, sponsored by Tostitos Chips and Dips. Bring the party. Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. And by the all-new 2017 Ford Super Duty, this is the next level. The Packers Hall of Fame inside Lambeau Field.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of history to appreciate and to visit. Well, people do year-round. They come here to Lambeau Field. But right now, this place has fallen silent.
Well, Leonard Floyd, I think we've seen here tonight why they drafted him in the first round.
2 sacks.
Man, he is he sticks out down there on the field.
Forced fumble and a recovery as well for the touchdown. It's the first touchdown of the game. Here's Niall Davis with his first time with the football as a member of the Packers. Just traded from Kansas City on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. He came here, but let's watch this last play. Why was there a fumble? Let's just look at the receivers. You're the quarterback. Look at how tight that coverage is. And by the time the running back gets out of the backfield, Montgomery, it's too late. The sack is already on the ground, the football. And what happened is Aaron Rodgers had no idea that Leonard Floyd was behind him to get that strip sack. Foxy, yep. Boy, he loves his defense. Bill Cowher said it right at halftime. You got to help receivers, stack them, move them, do something to help get them open.
Here's the give. Montgomery's got a lane. And all the way out on the draw to the 45. That's a 30-yard run. The longest play of the night.
This is what you'd like to do with Montgomery. You don't want to just line him up and run him in there on, power plays that a normal running back. You like the screens, draws, throw the football out of the backfield. That time it was a draw really well blocked up front, especially by J.C. Treader, the center.
Now they swing it over to him. Out of the backfield, and he gets near the 50. We were here early last season when Montgomery got hurt on a little shovel pass. Going to ruin the rest of his rookie season. Second year, 3rd-round pick out of Stanford.
Yep.
And just last week, his first catches of the season, he came up with 10 of them in the game against the Cowboys.
Well, Smart went to Stanford. Coach said he could play a lot of positions because he can learn them.
Almost got tackled for a loss and able to duck under Akeem Hicks and pick up 3.
Well, they're trying to mix it up, and rightly so, the Green Bay Packers, and trying to keep the defense off balance. So predictable. No running backs back there. Got to slow the pass rush down. But you can't do it too often. Think that you're just going to keep handling this football to Ty Montgomery. It's got a short shelf life.
Montgomery again picks up the first on a little dump off. His 6th catch for 39 yards total. That one goes for 6. Well, Green Bay this season, total yards. It's the worst in Rodgers' tenure. They rank 17th with that 331, 17th in the league. Points are down.
Worst in his career.
And again, this is not to blame it on him, as you clearly tonight presented. his receivers are not open. Great majority of the time. There's Adams. Crosby able to twist him down, gain of 5.
Hey, look, I'm not here to apologize for Aaron Rodgers. I think that Deion Sanders, man, he made a great speech there at halftime. He says, hey, you come here and watch it. Nothing wrong with him. Physically, he's as good as ever. I'm putting all the blame on the receivers, too. Aaron Rodgers sometimes, he's missed a throw here and there, maybe a read. But tonight, the coverage is a story.
Broken up. And that's LeBlanc. This rookie right here has been in on a lot of plays.
Oh, man. They are going after him. That was the game plan. Yeah, we're going to go after 22. And I said, oh, you mean Crevon LeBlanc? You know, my French teacher in high school is very proud of me saying it like that. 2 years of it.
You just get your English teachers really proud of you. It'll be a great night.
That's asking too much.
You just set me up there, pal.
No, you got me. That was good. LeBlanc.
3rd and 5. And they've got Witkowski in the backfield, fullback. Rodgers got the first down to Cobb. That's LeBlanc tripping him up, but they're in the red zone. They're going to have more snaps inside the 30. They've not been able to take it home so far tonight. Gain of 18.
Yeah, really good route that time by Randall Cobb. He went up the field and gave a little shake. And got open.
Witkowski. He's got 4. This is a drive that began back at the Packer 15, so they've advanced at 67 yards. Most of it behind Tommy Montgomery, who returns to the lineup. Barkley trying to stay loose on the sidelines. It's been a long time since he was out on the field back in the first half. 2nd and 6. Good catch by Cobb. Again, LeBlanc was the coverage man.
Well, we've seen this a lot. This is their running game. These type of throws, just catch it. Whichever defender is off the receiver, that seems the one he's going to be. That's the one he's going to pick. When you can't run it, you got to throw a lot of short passes.
And a 3rd and 4, it's spread out here from the 11. Rodgers. Off the ground. Well, one official looked like he was going to rule it incomplete. The other one right there on top of it says catch. That's Montgomery. Well, this might bring out the challenge flag. And it is challenged by the Bears.
Too much separation that time.
Chicago's challenging previous play, incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
By Adrian Amos, so far off. Easy read for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, is it going to be ruled incomplete and bring out Crosby for another field goal, or 1st and
After
goal?
reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Chicago is charged with the first team timeout.
It was very
Game
close.
clock will start on a snap.
It was close, and the deciding factor, he has control. It hits the ground, but watch his left hand. It stays under the football the whole time. So being so close, they're going to stay with the call. You know, Jim, I think if they'd have ruled this incomplete and Green Bay would have thrown the challenge flag, they would have stayed incomplete.
Well, instead, 1st and goal from the 5. Rodgers looking end zone. Spins around. On the run, throws it away.
Well, let's see. I was trying to watch the play. Is there anybody open? initially he wants to go down here to the bottom to Davante Adams. And it is not a person. A long time, too. We talked about that earlier, the fact that the longer it takes him to throw it, his percentage goes way down. Usually you would think it would be the opposite. That is not the case for the Green Bay Packers wide receivers.
2nd and goal. Montgomery, the running back. On the run. Flips it. Past the line of scrimmage, incomplete. And there was a Packer in the area. Jordy Nelson.
You got to help them out. They are moving the guys at least, stacking receivers, trying to find something, and there is nothing there to look at. Either you got to have a superstar make the throw, a play, or you got to do something deceptive to help the players to give them an edge against the defensive player. We're not seeing that from this Green Bay offense.
It'll be the 18th play inside the 30 tonight. Still trying to find the end zone for the first time. 3rd and goal. Rodgers pass. It is caught for the touchdown. Davante Adams battled for it against Bosby, and he won that battle. And the Packers at last have found pay dirt.
Well, we saw a couple first half throws where you try to throw them open. Good coverage. Well, it's just a great play by Davante Adams. You want to throw that behind the receiver. He did not, but Ballsby never turns around to see it. Has his arm in there, boy. Tell you, somebody that's relieved is this guy right there, Mike McCarthy. Well, that was work.
Say last year, Adams, once Nelson went down before the start of the season with the ACL, he had to shoulder a lot of expectations and really didn't meet those expectations. This year, he's made some tough catches. He's come a long way. Adams, 8 catches tonight, including the Packers' first touchdown. They complete an 85-yard drive that lasted over 5 minutes to regain the lead now at 13-10. NFL Thursday Night Football is presented by Bud Light, beer with your team on it. So no touchdowns in the first half. Now we've had 2 in less than 6 minutes in the second half. And Tracy, what do you have?
Well, Jim, former Green Bay tight end Jermichael Finley chiming in, frustrated with his former team's offensive struggles. Get open, please. Hashtag Packers. But you know, he must be happy after that touchdown, Jim.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, this has really been well supported tonight with all these replays and what we call all 22s when you can see the full field. A lot of people were just anxious to lay the blame on Rodgers. Stats-driven society we're in today, and now getting an idea that the numbers don't really tell the full story. 1st and 10 as Carey has a pickup of about 3. Sunday morning only on NFL Network. Wake up for football. Odell Beckham Jr., the Giants, take on Todd Gurley and the Rams live from Wembley Stadium from London. Giants-Rams special time Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and you can, again, only see it on NFL Network.
Let me talk about numbers. How many times do we have to say it? Numbers in football alive and more than any sport there is. And, you know, there's many of them out there where always talking about it. You have to see it and really understand sometimes to understand why those numbers are there.
2nd and 7. There's Carey. Boy, he moves a lot of players with him, running right behind his center, Cody Whitehair, in a first down.
Well, Cody Whitehair, number 65, he has been some great draft pick for the Chicago Bears. And we've talked about Kadeem Carey a few times, and you run like this, they're going to keep you in there. But, you know, just another thing about the numbers. Chicago Bears, the 7th rated offense in the NFL because they do it by yards. But what?
31st
in scoring.
Yep. Whitehair, the rookie out of Kansas State. Here's Barkley. Pass on the money. And it's a catch. First of the night for Cameron Meredith. And a gain of 11.
Excellent play call. Really good throw by Matt Barkley. 3 tight ends in there. You're thinking run. Nice shake at the top by Meredith. That's what gets him open. And quick play action. Really simple read for the quarterback. That's what you want to do when you have to put in your backup quarterback like Matt Barkley.
Carry, early contact. Busted across versus Mike Daniels, who's had a very good start to the season. They love his play.
Well, Mike Daniels, he's called, as Dom Capers likes to call him, number 76. He's the Tasmanian devil. I mean, he just never stops, and everything, just so strong, sets the tone for the defense, plays hard. He's a leader. And, you know, Jim came in, earned a big contract, did it the hard way, has that chip on his shoulder, which you see with a lot of players, and he'll probably never leave him.
Barkley in trouble. And it's incomplete. Almost had a knee down. That was Nick Perry, who was a former USC teammate of Barkley's, who almost got the sack. Third down coming up.
Challenge in the previous play.
It's going to be challenged.
Incomplete pass versus down by contact.
Yeah, they may
review the play.
In fact, find that Barkley may have had a knee down. NFL Thursday Night Football is sponsored by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And by Fitbit. Find yours at Fitbit.com. As we take a look at Green Bay's Bayport High School, the Pirates preparing for their next game. Coach Gary West looks to go 10-0. They're going to be taking on Appleton North tomorrow. We wish both teams well. And it looks like it was a good challenge based on what I'm seeing here. The shin, ball still in the hands.
Yep.
After reviewing the play, prior to the pass, the left knee was down by contact. It'll be third down, 39.5-yard line. Clock will start on the ready for play.
So that'll go as the first sack of the night for Green Bay. And there it is again. Nick Perry gets credit for it against his old Trojan teammate.
Yep, third and long. What do you do here? Draw, screen, something very safe. You don't want to put Matt Barkley in a position, obvious pass, where he could be forced into making a mistake.
Play clock ran out.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Make that 3rd and 24.
I thought they were going to reset the clock to 25. That's what John Fox is mad about. Clay Matthews says delay a game. He was right.
And they empty out the backfield. Splitting Howard wide left. Underneath they go to Meredith, and he's got blocker in front. He almost got there.
Almost down the wrong decision to make. That was an inside screen. That was a great call for the Bears. Safe.
There's a penalty marker at the 40, at the Bears 40.
Ineligible downfield. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
As Ted Larson, who's been seeing a lot of action tonight with Kyle Long going out with that arm injury in the first half.
Yeah, they were down the field. There was more than just one guy. Just watch all the interior linemen. They release before the ball is thrown. You're allowed to be 1 yard down the field when the ball is released. And so once it's released, if you're 1 yard down the field, you could be 5 yards down by the time it gets to the receiver. That's legal, but they were way past that mark.
Going all the way back to before the challenge. They've gone from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 29.
Yeah, looks, I'm thinking draw.
So is John Fox. It's Howard.
You know, John Fox and Dal Long is the offensive coordinator. They see this game and how it's going. So the last play that they got the penalty on, that was a tremendous call. Throw a screen, draw.
Matt Barkley comes off 3 out of 4 so far for 30 yards. And O'Donnell set the punt. His 4th punt of the evening.
This is what the call is.
End over end. Davis. Fair catch at the 12. 47-yard punt. Packers lead it by a field goal. Throwback Thursday. Mason Crosby grew up just outside of Austin, Texas, in Georgetown, and he was into football at the age of 3. Ended up setting records at the University of, well, Colorado University. And special thanks to his parents, Jim and Karen, for providing this video. Dad played fullback, by the way, at UTEP back in the 70s. He's kicked a couple of field goals tonight. Hasn't missed on the year.
Well, you know, this Packers offense, I thought tonight, a lot of people did, listen to the pregame, that this was going to be the night they were going to come out and really let it go. And I know the running backs were down, and I just thought they would still overcome. I overestimated the Packers offense, underestimated Chicago's defense.
Well, they just drove at 85 yards, the Packers, the last time they had it. And now this drive starter is a gain of 3 for Montgomery. And let's check the next-gen stats presented by Verizon. How about Ty?
Yeah, look, all those orange spots, that's where he's lined up in the game. 2 wide receiver, 5 in the slot. 32 times he's been in the backfield tonight. So as this season goes along and they get this running back situation straightened out, he will still probably continue to be a multi-purpose wide receiver running back. 2nd and 7.
That'll pick up the first if they give him the forward progress, and they do. Adams. Yeah, with Lacey IR, Starks inactive, and he's had recent knee surgery cleanup. You had to go out and trade for Niall Davis. You brought up Don Jackson. He got injured.
He got hurt. Yep. Niall Davis could be a big pickup for him. Of course, hey, 10 days off, they'll get this running back situation straightened out. Chicago daring him to throw it deep.
Down pass play. Again, it's Adams putting up some big numbers. Catch number 10 on the night for Devontae.
Yep, against Glenn on the outside, faking like he's going long. Good quick stop. One of the best plays that I've seen over the years. Aaron Rodgers' probably favorite play. We've seen it so many times with all the wide receivers he's played with.
And they go back to Montgomery. Cuts it outside twice. And he rips off a run of about 11. Starting to look very comfortable as a running back.
Yeah, he really is. Credit to him. Good block that time on the outside, but David Bakhtiari gets him outside. Randall Cobb trying to help out. I know somebody's going to be sore tomorrow. Ty Montgomery.
Now up to 56 yards on 7 carries, 8 a clip.
7 catches.
Play action fake to him here. Wide open. Stays in bounds. Jacoby Quinn has had a hard time for some reason getting locked down and getting position and balance to be able to make the tackle. He goes for 24. Adams is over 100 now in the game on his 11th catch.
Top of the screen, watch a little fake inside, post corner, and Jacoby Glenn never. He's reading the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers was looking down the middle. Didn't like what he saw. A good route that time by Adams.
Packers driving again. That's Richard Rodgers for 6. Hey, tonight on an all-new Late Show with Stephen Colbert, don't miss it. Tiger Woods will be Stephen's guest. And tomorrow, Stephen's got Man with a Plan, Matt LeBlanc, only CBS. And congrats to Tiger. He'll be on there tonight. 20-year anniversary of his Tiger Woods Foundation. He's helped raise and contribute combined almost $150 million to help students in need thrive in school and their communities in the working world. Great stuff. From the 21, and a 2nd and 3. Montgomery is there for the little dump off pass, and that wiggle picks up a first down, and he goes all the way down to the 8.
Boy, what a game by Montgomery. Kind of delays coming out of the backfield. Acts like he's going to block and just slips out.
Rodgers with 114 yards passing in this quarter. He's at 264 for the night. In final seconds of the third quarter on a 1st and goal. And there was movement.
Well, he's been trying hard all night. He got him that time with that hard count.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 97. 5-yard penalty, first down.
You saw him working Willie Young on that one all night, huh?
What's that?
You saw him trying to get Willie Young to fight on that all night.
He did the play before, couldn't do it. He tried it twice, came back with it, finally got Willie Young.
End of the third. And the Packers lead at 13-10.
We put 1 second back on the clock. And now it runs out.
Okay, the Packers had just driven 85 yards for a score. They've driven 84. They got 1st and goal coming up. Start the 4th. Career high for Davante Adams, 11 catches. So we start the 4th. Jim Nance, Phil Simms, Tracy Wolfson, Jay Feely's down on the field as well.
Took a little while, didn't it, Jim? But the timing and rhythm, that's all Aaron Rodgers talked to us about. Timing. And really, I believe this is the type of offense he wants to run. You know, he wants it, hey, put it back there with me sometimes, to spread it out so I can see it, and his short throws will be the running game.
1st and goal to start the 4th. To the end zone and open. It's Adams again for the touchdown.
Well, the number 1 play, the Green Bay Packers run. Inside receiver runs outside. The outside receiver runs a slant. And the Chicago Bears make a mistake, and they both cover the same guy. There it is, goes out. Montgomery, everybody runs at Montgomery. Nobody follows Adams. Nice catch by Davante Adams.
Catch number 12. The 2nd touchdown, the one he caught in the 3rd, was the Packers' first third quarter touchdown by the offense this season in the 3rd quarter. Extra point is good. Adams, who came out of Fresno State. Derek Carr was his quarterback there. He'd had 7 career touchdowns before tonight. Got a couple here in the second half. And our first look at a Lambeau leap. Lambeau Field, seeing the Green Bay offense find that rhythm and timing that Aaron Rodgers spoke with us about yesterday. He's completed his last 7 throws, 2 of them for touchdowns. and they've opened up a 20-10 lead.
When you throw it this much, too, also, the pass rush gets tired. Lots of space. What happened on the last play? Tracy Porter on the outside is trying to get Jones Quartet. Here, watch. Watch him making the signal. Hope it didn't cover it up. Oh.
Here it is.
There it goes. And it happened too late.
Signals crossed.
Yep.
The message did not get home. Trying to switch off.
Well, he knew the formation was probably going to be something like that, where they try to get a pick by just running the route.
Barkley on first down, and it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Mike Pennell, there he is, coming back.
Yep, just back.
Second game back. Backup guards in there running games. In other words, by games, defensive linemen switching positions makes it tough for backup players to pick up.
So Barkley put in a tough spot here tonight. Hands it off, gain of 1. That was Carey with the carry. Week 7 of the season continues Sunday on NFL Network again. NFL Network with the Giants and Rams from London, and then CBS and Fox in the early window. Games like the Raiders and the Jaguars, Ravens against the Jets, Vikings in a big game as well. Check your local listing. Josh Sitton, the former Packer, inactive tonight for the Bears. Saw him on the sideline. 3rd and 9. Barkley's pass off the back of Micah Hyde, incomplete.
Yeah, pretty tough. Good coverage. Micah Hyde just following the receiver. Stay inside. Safety's back there to help him out.
Davis. Packers will take over at the 26. Now you have to start saying, here we are. This is week 7 of the season. And if the Bears don't come back and win this, drop to 1-6, they're going to be down to their 3rd quarterback. You don't know when Cutler can come back. You know, he's been out for a month now with the sprained thumb,
right,
throwing arm. And then you've got Hoyer out tonight with a broken arm.
So. Well, they're going to have to go out somewhere and get another quarterback, and I'm sure they'll just bring somebody in that's out there. There's no way you can make a trade for somebody to come in and do anything at this time of the year. So they're in a tough spot at the quarterback position.
And meanwhile, the Packers have driven it 80-plus yards the last 2 drives to come back from a 10-6 deficit. Boy, Rodgers wanted to go long, and then this goes back to Cobb, who had lined up in the backfield for no gain.
Yeah, but they're still trying to get down at the bottom. It's going to be a little move, trying to go deep. You know, Aaron Rodgers wants to complete one of these deep balls to Jordy Nelson. A little double stutter and go. I think if Aaron Rodgers would have just stayed with it, more patience, right there it is. That's when he could have just thrown it high and far, and maybe Jordy Nelson could have ran under it. That's one time where, hey, that's a long developing play, slow developing play. Got to have patience as a quarterback.
2nd and 10. Over to Gronkowski. And soft, a couple of violent hits, and holds on to it. And Rodgers has 9 straight completions.
That was right. Gronkowski, excellent lead blocker, has been for Eddie Lacy tonight. They did look hard, but doesn't come down easy, that's for sure.
First 5 drives, 146 yards. One of them a 90-yard drive where they were stopped at the 1. Produced no points. 3rd and 2. Timeout call by Rodgers.
That's pretty good numbers there. 9 out of the last 10, 2 touchdowns, 83 yards. And, you know, just the look, if you want to get back in rhythm and all that, the only way you can do it, you can't do it in practice, Jim. You got to do it during a game. That's how you can show it in practice, then you got to, over time, take it to the field. And these last couple drives, this is the offense that I really expected to see all night long by the Green Bay Packers.
And like a lot of players, Rodgers is one of those who plays with a chip on his shoulder, trying to prove all these people who were doubters in the early going and even doubters of late, as we've tried to document tonight, the reason why the numbers have been down. Just has not been a whole lot of separation out there for his targets. 3rd and 2. And run for it. Ain't gonna get it. Rodgers out of Chico, California, 90 miles north of Sacramento, went to Pleasant Valley High School, and then out of high school went to Butte Community College. And he got discovered really by Cal head coach Jeff Tedford because he came to scout a tight end there at Butte named Garrett Cross. And he discovered Rodgers on that recruiting trip. So that's how far he's come. That's just to go back and prove all the way, even when he was just a high school and then right out of high school, how he had to show people that he had some game.
I've heard that story a lot. Coaches, they go to see one guy and they go, hey, well, who's this other guy over there?
Set him down, and that's tapped and knocked down by Willie Young. By the way, Sunday, the NFL on CBS, double time. The main game early to about half the country is Oakland at Jacksonville, plus other regional action, and then the doubleheader game, everyone will see New England, Pittsburgh. And we'll be there for that one. All getting started. The NFL today at noon Eastern. We will see Tom Brady and the Patriots taking on Landry Jones and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Landry Jones had a lot of reps being a backup quarterback preseason, played last year.
There's Cobb spinning and taking it for a run of about 13, maybe 14. Rips off a long one.
Just excellent blocks on the outside. J.C. Treader, Lane Taylor got a good block. Chicago Bear defense is tired.
Another Adams catch. Another broken tackle. And he's down to the 33.
This is the offense that we talked about that we used to see. All these tight throws with coverage out there, the stops, the back shoulder throws, throw them open, whatever you want to say. Well, they've really been on target with them, and the timing has been great here in the second half.
The team record at Green Bay for catches in a game is 14. Adams is at 13 right now.
And Aaron Rodgers has 52 attempts.
He's 8 yards away from 300, by the way.
So how many times can you go after the quarterback?
Ripkowski. And Rodgers is making an appeal for a face mask call, and the flags are coming. Cornelius Washington was the defender.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 90, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, that's pretty clear. Ripkowski just keeps on moving, though. You know, going back to Aaron Rodgers, just something he told us. I said that how he likes this type of offense, and he doesn't like it like he said, just, I don't need extra protection. Get out in the pass route. Somebody get open. I'll find a way to buy some time if I have to.
Inside 10 minutes, back inside the 20. Red zone time with Cobb, the running back. And hold on a minute.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Packers tonight about to complete something you seldom see in the NFL. 4 consecutive home games scheduled in the regular season. 4 games in 26 days at Lambeau. And now they'll go on the road for 4 of the next 5. They'll only play once between now and December, and that's a game against Indianapolis, November the 6th.
I think we'll be here for that.
Here's a 1st and 15. Throw to the end zone. A flag is thrown. Bosby.
Yep, another double move by Davante Adams on the outside. Had him, so he had to grab him and hold him.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 20. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I can bet that after this game, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a lot to say about Davante Adams. Going to be effusive about how far he's come. And he developed here before our very eyes tonight.
Yeah, he has. And this is how that's deception. Double moves. You know, we're seeing some stuff we didn't see in the first half. I'll tell you, these last couple drives, if they take this one and score, that's going to ease a lot of tension around here in Green Bay.
Montgomery. And only a yard that time. Bears need to hold them to a field goal here. Again, Sunday, London bound, the NFL Network will bring you the Giants and the Rams. We'll be up early watching that one. Get your day started. 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
See, we could probably watch a whole game before we go do our game Sunday afternoon. That's pretty cool.
I'm in. 2nd and 9. He cuts back. They took a couple of hits. Amos, one of them, holds him to 3.
Well, what a difference here. Now they've got everything that they hope to gain, I think, here in the second half here, Jim. You know, the first half was so uneven. Every play call seemed to be wrong. Nobody could get open.
They got no one on top of the screen here.
Yeah, they finally got lined up.
And Adams. 3rd and 6. Rodgers escapes. Rodgers on the run. Pump fake, takes off and out of bounds at the 4.
Wow. I'm going to tell you what. We know there's nothing wrong with his arm, but this is the thing that stuck out getting ready for this game, are moves like that in the pocket. His feet, they are on fire. He can get out of trouble, and you know, he's trying to find somebody to throw it to, but excellent job of just pulling it down and getting the first down. But look at the coverage. Is there anybody open?
Not that I see.
Nobody there, but now you got to account for a quarterback who can move.
They've converted their last 6 times on 3rd down. They came in number 1 in the league on 3rd down. Rodgers again, nimble, and throwing it away. What a flag. The flag is actually caught by Bosby.
Yeah, I think they're holding Davante Adams in the back of the end zone. That's the other thing.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 20. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Turning into a tough night for Devontae Bosby, who is the first-year player out of Pittsburgh State.
I mean, what do you expect him to do? Look how long he's got to try to stay with Adams.
And they throw the flag, and he catches it.
Got it.
That's his 3rd penalty.
But, you know, we've seen so much over the last year and a half of Aaron Rodgers moving around. And it used to be when he did it, they'd always find a way to stop and reroute and get wide open. And defenses have seen it so much by so many mobile quarterbacks. They're getting good at staying with them.
Cobb on first down. He's tripped up just barely. Shoestring tackle by Freeman. The former Colt, wearing the famous 50 for Chicago that once belonged to Mike Singletary.
Yeah, Terrell Freeman. He's had an excellent year. What a pickup for him in the free agent market. Been good against the run and just as good against the pass.
And grew up in Waco, where Singletary attended Baylor. Got a message from Singletary when he signed with the Bears. Wished him well.
Yep. He's making him proud wearing that number.
Second and goal. Little pass. Montgomery. Knocked back a yard. That's Kwiatkowski with the open field tackle.
Quick pass. What you try to do, just get out there, and that's get a receiver out in the open field. You want him to catch it and make one guy miss.
Yep. And I think he had a lot of confidence. Montgomery's made a lot of people miss tonight, but not that time. This is a drive that's approaching 8.5 minutes. And it's third and goal. Flips it in zone, and it is a touchdown. Randall Cobb in front of LeBlanc. Cobb's 10th catch of the game.
Yeah, they ran this the opposite. He went over the top of the outside receiver. Take it to the ground.
And
he have it long enough? Well, I'd say yes.
Well, there it did squirt out eventually.
It does squirt out, but he took it to the ground. He was being brought to the ground, so he had to hold on to it, and I thought enough time elapsed with that catch before. So watch it. Complete control of the football.
Well, the third time tonight, Rodgers went to Cobb in the end zone.
Play was over.
And it's verified. It's a touchdown. They've just indicated that. Crosby out for the extra point. Now we got a flag.
Ball start. Offense. Number 78.
Aaron Rodgers had one touchdown pass in second half action this season coming in the first 5 games. One. He's now had 3 on his last 3 drives, and he's found what he was looking for, that rhythm and timing. Yep.
Second half, yes. They had a lot of, I couldn't believe numbers.
Oh, Crosby wide right as he had to try it from 38 out. That keeps it as a 2-score game with that missed PAT. 2-possession game. There was a flag that was still down. They never picked it up from the call before. So there's not going to be, I believe, there's not going to be any infraction here.
Foul is left from the previous PAT. There is no foul.
So it's 26-10 score. The third time, it worked. Rodgers with a great second half. NFL Thursday Night Football is sponsored by Lowe's. Make your home happy. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. And by Taco Bell, sometimes you got to live Moss. This is the possession chart for the Chicago side tonight. You can see Not a whole lot there. Total plays more than 2-1. 75 plays run by the Packers. 36 snaps for Chicago. As Barkley from the pocket, wanting to launch it. And he goes deep. And Jeffrey never seemed to be able to find the football. Barkley, 26 years old. He came out of Mater Dei High School, which is a very esteemed program in Southern California. Then on to USC, following Mark Sanchez at USC. Actually started there as a true freshman.
Oh, yeah, I remember his first game. I think his first game was at Ohio State. At nighttime, they won it.
Brought in there by Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll hugged him after the game. And after the game, they all said, oh, my gosh, he's going to be a Heisman Trophy winner. They all jumped to conclusions too quick. 2nd and 10. Goes in traffic and almost on the rebound, caught by Meredith. Almost. Martinez had a hand on it, and there were some other Packers that were hungry to hold on to it. Blake Martinez, number 50, played it all the way. He's there.
Clinton Dix tips
Clinton Dix is there. Morgan Burnett. One thing this Packer defense has, I know they're playing against an offense now that's undermanned, but diversity, a lot of speed and depth.
So now 3rd and 10 for Barkley, whose senior year he suffered a shoulder injury against UCLA and it hurt his draft stock. There he is. The time from behind, pressure was coming, and he's able to get it away for the first to Zach Miller. And the ball came out at the end, but they have whistled it down.
Excellent job by the offensive line.
That's the first catch of the night for Miller, who had more catches than any other Bears player coming in.
Yep. Looks like he's down.
Well, not before there's a challenge flag first from the Green Bay sideline.
Challenge the previous play of down by contact versus a fumble. Recovered by Green Bay. We'll review the play.
So was he down? McCarthy having a good chuckle about this. NFL Thursday Night Football is presented by Bud Light. Beer with your team on it. So John Perry's come out. He's ready to render a verdict on whether that holds up as a catch. And
after reviewing the play, the ruling on the field has been confirmed. The right knee was down prior to the ball coming out. Green Bay is charged with a timeout. That's their second and final challenge of the game.
So a catch, no fumble.
Leg is down.
And
football came out.
All right. First down for the Bears from the 30.
Well, look, this game's not over. You said it, 2 scores down, and if nothing else, Matt Barkley gets some valuable time in here playing quarterback because they're going to need him going forward.
Hey, Lion, 60.
They've got Packers all over him, and that's ruled an incomplete pass. Lowry was one of them. Fackrell another. And again, this is what happened with Hoyer breaking his arm in the second quarter. To tell you, that was the last we saw of Kyle Long, too, trying to help him up. And he went in for x-rays. As Tracy reported, the x-rays showed there was a fracture. Jay Cutler been sidelined for a while now with that sprained thumb. And that's intercepted. Martinez starts to celebrate, but he's not down yet. Better be careful with the football. And finally, like a wild bronco, he's finally down at the 38.
Wow. Good job by Morgan Burnett. He's the safety, kind of jumps the route. Gives Martinez the interception.
NFL Thursday Night Football sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance, and by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the next-gen network.
Got a new running back in
That's
there.
Niall Davis. Opened the playoffs, if you remember last year, with a kickoff return in the first wild card game for Kansas City against Houston, on their way to a rout in that one where Hoyer had a tough game, and that led to him being jettisoned from Houston and on to Chicago being signed with.
It was a good last-second desperation trade, I guess you would say, by Green Bay to pick him up.
Yeah, he was traded for a conditional pick on Monday. He arrived here at 10:30 Tuesday, went through the physical and all that stuff, and he was on the practice field a short while after that, so fairly knows the playbook, and he was going to get the carry again. It's the first Packers trade, actually, they've made since 2010.
Ball start. Offense number 83, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Same offense in Kansas City as they have here in Green Bay, so he's going to pick up the offense quick.
Rodgers out there, no Davante Adams. So you see that Rodgers is 6 shy of 300 yards.
Well, second half, you know what it is? They just threw themselves in rhythm. They threw the ball so much that they finally started hitting those short passes, and hey, look, this is going to give them some confidence. I mean, we killed them in the first half, how they couldn't get open, but if you ask me, this is the offense I'd like to see him to keep running, where it's in the hands of Aaron Rodgers.
I think they have something to work on. He's got a 300-yard game. Oakland flag first. Cobb puts a stiff arm on the defender. Jones Quartet. And Rodgers is massaging that right calf.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 50. Penalties declined, result of the play, first down.
So that is the 51st 300-yard passing performance this season in the NFL, and the first for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, let's watch him move in the pocket. This is great. Just shuffled right around, made the throw, and uh-oh. Well, he's walking okay. He was stretching his calf out after this. I thought, you know, all these pass attempts, I know he's been hurried and all this. 55 attempts he's thrown tonight. He just doesn't take a lot of big hits, Aaron Rodgers. He knows how to get rid of the football and protect himself. That's why he can handle an offense when it's run like this.
Mazda post-game show is coming up next with analysis and highlights of tonight's game. Plus, Davante Adams is going to stop by the set. Coming up on the Mazda post-game show, Davante Adams has done something that's never happened before inside this famed venue of Lambeau Field.
Now, they got to make sure on the set that they tell him what they said about him at halftime. You know,
okay.
So, tell him, but...
well, he's put together a stat line, a combo of things that better than anybody's ever seen. Now Davis. Pick up about 2.
So just you and I, we've been around, we've been talking about this for days. Seems like we've been up here for a week talking about this offense. What are they going to do? This is what we expected to see. And going forward, what do you think? Would you stay with this spread offense and let Aaron Rodgers be the control of the run game with the short pass? I know they're going to get some running backs back there, but to me, I think this is what he wants to do. And I think this is what's best for their football team.
Yeah, I think they found the way that it works with Montgomery and Cobb coming out of the backfield, getting carries. And you saw Adams, the first to ever have 10 catches over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in a game at Lambeau.
Yeah, and now Davis will come back. He'll get used to it. He'll get James Starks. They can mix them in there and keep building on what they started here tonight.
Again, Davante Adams is going to join the crew on the Mazda post-game show when they go through all the highlights and analysis of this kickoff to week 7 of the NFL season. Adams with 13 catches. That is one off the Packer team record of 14 by who else? Don Hudson.
Wow. You know, all these catches, this is what gives you confidence, and you get a great feel for the game by just getting all these routes, running all these routes.
He's got a first down to the 8-yard line and a flag on the far sideline, on the near sideline. Okay, this stands.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 70, 5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Would have been Montgomery's 10th catch. Would have given the Packers 3 receivers with at least 10 catches. Never heard of that.
Well, Davante Adams, that was a big catch coming across the field in the first half to help them get some points into the touchdown catch. The first one was not a very good throw, but a great catch by Davante Adams going over the back of the defensive player.
And they got the practice facility named after the legend Don Hudson, number 14 with 14 catches. The team record right here, 35 through 45. Adams, 1 catch short of tying the team record. Who knows, maybe we can get it here. Nope, pass across the middle, Montgomery. Timeout called by the Bears. So Montgomery gets a second crack at it and gets his 10th catch. Look at this. Adams with 13. Randall Cobb 11 receptions and Montgomery with 10. Field goal try coming up here. Crosby. It is blocked. Crosby. Well, he's now had 9 career field goal attempts blocked, and 4 of them have been by Chicago in his career. Bust right across the middle. And it looked like it was Akeem Hicks. Jay Feely, it looked like Hicks got the block there.
They got a little penetration, Jim, and you know, it was interesting because Crosby had been perfect on the year, had not missed a field goal, had not missed an extra point, misses the extra point, kind of sliced it, and then comes back. They were trying to pat down the field before that kick, and I think he chunked it a little bit. It was a little low, and they got penetration and got the block.
Okay, so the Bears take over at the 21 with just 1:36 seconds remaining. Looked like it was deflected at the line of scrimmage.
It did. Dayton Jones got the little, not a little, got his big hand up. You know, he's one of the guys, he plays outside linebacker. He's a defensive end pass rusher. He'll play defensive tackle on in passes too. So man, they can move him around. Team reminds me a lot of New England on both sides, a little bit on both sides of the ball.
Second down play is by Miller. And 3 Packers on him as he gets near the 50.
Good throw by Matt Barkley.
Bears back in action on Halloween night, a week from Monday, hosting Minnesota, the only undefeated team in the league. Another completion, Gentry for 11. I bet Ryan Pace, ever since Hoyer went down in the second quarter, their general manager, he's probably been making phone calls trying to figure out what are we going to do next. We got to get some guys in here. For it, and it is picked off by Perry. So Perry sacked his old college mate once, and now he intercepts him. So Matt Barkley has been intercepted twice here in the fourth quarter. And now just a kneel down away from the Packers improving to 4-2 on the season.
Well, Dayton Jones, here he comes, going to come around from the outside. 2 deflections against Matt Barkley, calls interceptions.
Boy, Barkley took a pretty good hit, too, after he threw it. He could have been hurt on that play, but got back on his feet. Green Bay 4-2. Heads to the road now for 4 of its next 5. And the Bears fall back to 1-6. Again, down to their 3rd-string quarterback tonight. They've got now, 11 days to try to figure out this roster.
Well, they got to do that
for a Monday game against Minnesota.
That's right. And Green Bay's got a lot to do too. A lot of work to do. Maybe they figured some things out here in the second half with their offense. Sure look like it.
You know that the 3 receivers with at least 10 receptions, it had happened only one other time in the league since 1970. And that was in '94 in a Patriots game against Minnesota. Bledsoe had 70 attempts in the game. Then the Patriots had 3 catchers, if you will,
right,
with at least 10 receptions, which was the case tonight for Green Bay. Led by Devontae Adams with 13 for 132 and 2 touchdowns. Cobb with another 11 for 95 yards and a touchdown. And then Ty Montgomery with 10 catches for 66. And Montgomery led them in rushing with another 60 on the ground. Tracy, down to you.
Thanks a lot, Jim. And a little sigh of relief in that second half. Even some smiles from you.